I'm Jake Alba, a coach and a host for Coaching Simplified. Today's lesson, we're going to cover throwing. We have an incredible guest today. His name is Jim Vatcher. Jim Vatcher won the honors of top arm in the Pacific Coast League on his way up to the major leagues from AAA. Not only that, he works with Jaeger Sports and conducting arm training clinics and throwing clinics all across the United States. He's going to provide you with the tips and the resources and the information to get your kid's arm in shape.
I'm Jim Vatcher with Jaeger Sports. Jaeger Sports is a Los Angeles-based company dedicated to keeping throwing arms healthy and strong. The goal here today is to give you some basic fundamentals in throwing a baseball so you become more efficient. When you become more efficient, you'll have better accuracy, better velocity, and you'll have less chance of injuring yourself. Today we're going to go over the proper grip, the proper body alignment, and talk about long toss for stretching and strengthening the arm. Before we start throwing, there's some additional items of safety we want to pay attention to. One, you always want your kids in cleats. We want their legs underneath them. We don't want to take any chance they're going to slip and hurt themselves. Also, if it's a cold day out, have them wear sleeves to keep the arm warm. Let's begin the lesson. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the proper grip. And the proper grip is grabbing the ball with 4 seams. So this is a 4-seam grip. When you throw the ball, you want to have 1, 2, 3, 4 seams working for you. This keeps the ball in the air longer and straighter. So always get in the habit of having that grip. So you want to make sure you have a very loose grip on the baseball. You don't want to grab it too tight. This puts tension in the elbow area and also in the shoulder area. So always have your players get very used to being loose and relaxed when they throw a baseball. Okay, so let's talk about proper body alignment. The first thing we want to make sure is that our lead shoulder is lined up directly with our partner. Okay, if this lead shoulder is directly in line with the partner the entire time, it's going to greatly enhance your accuracy. So just be aware of that. The entire time you throw, that lead shoulder is right on your partner. Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about is having good balance, the takeaway with the hands, the stride, and the follow through. Okay, so step 1 was lining up the shoulder to your throwing partner. That's the first thing we got to do. Step 2 is to have good balance. We want to be loaded. We don't want to rush the throw. So if you can hold this position right here, you know you're going to have good balance. So you can work on that. So that's step 2. Step 3 is the takeaway with the hands. And that happens right when we start our push towards our throwing partner. And it's just a very symmetrical move right in the center of our body. When we start our push, we're going to separate symmetrically and reach out with the glove hand for your partner. It's going to look just like that. So that's step 3. Step 4 is the stride. We want to stride out right on that line of our partner. We want to stride right on this line. You got to be aware of that. We don't want to be flying open or being too closed. Step 5, the final step, is the follow through. So we got step 1, shoulder. Step 2, balance. Step 3, the takeaway. Step 4, the stride. Step 5, we want to try to finish with our chest out over the stride leg. That makes sure we have a nice proper follow through. It takes a lot of pressure off the arm when you do that. Okay, so we've already set up the steps, we've lined up the body. Now let's talk about the long toss. The key to the long toss is you want to start at a very comfortable distance. So for some younger players, it might be 20, 30 feet away from their partner. You might make 5 throws and move back about 5 feet. But the key is to take your time and eventually get out to a distance where you're getting a very nice stretch on your arm, but you're not straining, you're not going too far. Once you get out there, you make a few throws and you gradually work your way back in to basically where you started and compress that distance for arm strength and conditioning. It might be 3 days a week as a goal. Trying to throw 3 days a week, 10 to 15 minutes. That will build a nice base in the arm. When you're ready to take your throwing to the next level, please visit our website at jaegersports.com to get more information.